Ever had a travel mishap that was equal parts panic and hilarity? Today, Mason's about to take us on a cafe adventure gone completely wrong. And trust me, you'll want to stick around for this one.
So there I was, in this tiny cafe tucked into a cobblestone street. I'd been practicing my coffee order for hours in my head. Just a coffee, please. Simple, right? Wrong. I walked up to the counter, pointed at the menu, and said my best attempt at the local language. The barista smiled and nodded, and I thought, yes, nailed it. I had no idea I just accidentally ordered breakfast for half the city. At first, I was like, cool, a couple pastries, maybe a croissant. But then the trays started coming. Coffee? Check. Sandwiches? Check. Muffins, tarts, tiny cakes? All of them. And each one just kept multiplying. I swear I saw a local holding a clipboard like they were keeping count. I tried to explain, pointing, waving my hands, mumbling words I barely knew. Every gesture seemed to make things worse. More food arrived. More trays. More confused stares. I was trapped in this escalating pastry nightmare, surrounded by chocolate croissants and mystery sandwiches, wondering if I'd accidentally signed up to cater a wedding brunch. And that's when the panic set in. I started frantically looking around for some kind of savior, someone who could translate, someone who could just stop this madness. That's when I noticed this kid, maybe 11 or 12, watching me with a grin. And then, miracle of miracles, he walked over and started helping me. I didn't need Google Translate. He somehow knew exactly what I was trying to do, and with a few gestures and a couple of words, he managed to get the barista to stop the flow of food. Finally, I was left with a small, manageable pile of pastries and my coffee. I sat down, took a deep breath, and laughed at myself. Here I was, supposed to be having a relaxing solo morning, and instead I'd become the unwilling star of a pastry saga. But honestly, it was amazing. The kid even taught me a few more phrases, and I ended up chatting with some locals who shared some tips about hidden spots in the city that weren't in any guidebook. By the time I left the cafe, I realized something. The mistake had turned into the best part of my trip. I had a story to tell, new friends, and enough pastries to last the week. Sure, I'd looked ridiculous. But sometimes, travel isn't about being smooth. It's about those moments that completely throw you off your game and leave you laughing at yourself. So, if you've ever messed up in a foreign country, just know you're probably having the funniest adventure of your trip without even realizing it. Looking back, I still laugh at how simple my plan was and how ridiculously it escalated. I learned a few valuable lessons that morning. Always double-check your order, don't panic when everything goes wrong, and sometimes the best memories come from complete chaos. And, of course, pastry is universal. That's my story. I enjoyed sharing it with you.
Mason survived the cafe catastrophe, learned a few local phrases, and got a story worth telling. If you loved hearing this mess unfold, hit subscribe for more travel confessions that are funny, chaotic, sometimes sexy, and 100% relatable.